This video is a pep talk to myself. Kyla, girl, what is going on? Last night I had the strangest dream and I told my best friend about it. But you know how in dreams you have a certain location that is just yours, or you are familiar that it is a dream. So yeah, I had that dream last night, a mountain that was somehow a school or a resort or a camp or whatever that was. In the dream, Kyla was like, okay, I'm here again. And someone greeted me in the dream that was somehow like a fairy-like woman, like older than me, but still graceful and is very tall. And in my dream, I was calling her by the name of my workmate, which is Des, and it doesn't look like Des at all, but I was referring to her as my workmate's name. She was so excited that I was there. She was like, oh my god, you're here, like I'm excited to show you. She was speaking Waray, by the way, this whole time, so I'm just translating it to all of you non-Waray speakers. So she was showing me the place and saying, oh, we've changed this part of the building, and we also did this, and also over here you can see that we have changed the colors, blah blah blah. She was just touring me around the place. Everybody started arriving, like people I don't know, but in my dream I was like, oh my god, you're here. And it was like, oh, finally we've met together. And it was just like a gathering of, people in my dream, just having a party of some sort, celebrating something, which was very unclear. It came to a point where I was just alone, and this woman told me, hey, I'm gonna show you something. And she showed me a window, and that window was overlooking the ocean and then a cliff, and then there was a little hut, like a house, like almost a kubo, a bahay kubo. And then she said, that's yours, but we can't go there yet. And I looked down beneath me. There was no pathway to the house, and that kind of made me sad. In the dream I was like, oh, okay, it's not done yet. I thought it was gonna be done. And she said, no, it's not done yet, maybe next time. And then she was like reassuring me that it's gonna be done someday, and also implying that the event is over and that I have to pack up and then leave. And she said, I'm gonna escort you. So we went around the mountain again, going down this time, and there was a gate, like just to exit. And then she didn't cross the gate, and she said, oh, like I'm just gonna stay here. I'm not allowed to cross the gate. And I'm very, very happy to have seen you today, Kai. Thank you for visiting. She called me Kai, and that's how my workmate calls me. I said, okay, bye, thank you for the day. And then I exited on the gate, and guess what happened? My 5:29 alarm in real life started. Actually, you don't get smooth exits in a dream, and that was very smooth. I liked it. But anyway, I wanted to make this video to pep talk myself, and probably just to look back in the future and see how far I've gotten. When you live alone, or when you know that you're by yourself, not just physically, or like even when you're surrounded with friends or you're with your family, eventually you will realize that in whatever you do, you're kind of like alone in a way. And I wanted to just treat myself as a different person, like I am separated from like this body, like, because what happens all the time is when I feel bad, I tend to do things that makes the situation worse. Like, for example, if if I don't feel like talking to someone, I will isolate myself, or I will not do errands, not do chores, and just be miserable because I'm miserable, which is making everything miserable. And I thought that maybe I should look at it in a way when I'm miserable, I have to kind of like cut myself into multitudes of selves and select the self that is caring, and then let her resurface in a way so she can take care of me. And I don't know how to explain that, but that's how I have been living. You're doing fine. I think you're doing fine. Sometimes I feel like you're a little insecure on stuff, and sometimes I feel like you tend to assess something and then see it as it's your fault, but in reality it's not really your fault. Nothing is your fault. It just happens, and it's just, you were just there. So I think that's the pep talk. I promise, I know that you're not supposed to promise, but I promise that everything that I do is for you. Like, everything is for you, Kai. Like, everything. This is... I won't put you in a situation where you get to doubt yourself. I don't ever want to do that. Like, I want you to feel safe, and I want you to just keep radiating love and radiating joy. Like, even, physically. Like, for example, in this apartment alone, I feel that this is built to be a safe space for you. That every time you go home, you're not angry. Every time you're sitting on the couch, every time you're in this desk, every time you're playing an instrument or whatever, or like cooking and something, this is a safe space, and that you like being here. And I do like being here. Everywhere we go, I will always create a home for you because I love you. Okay, that is it. I hope you're on lunchtime, but I hope you have a good day. Like, whenever you're watching this. Thank you. Bye.